general, conservatory university training in all fields, and that includes music, has become so focused on the practical. How do you get an audition? How do you win an audition at a symphony? How do you get the right job? How do you navigate this field? And some of this is a response to an extremely difficult environment for artists to survive, and artists coming out with no practical skills into a world that doesn't support them. The problem is that the solution to this shouldn't necessarily be universities helping artists figure out how to be financial managers and marketing managers and everything else, while and as marketable as possible and as successful in the practical ways as possible. The real solution should be that our society should support artists. But what I think that has cost is that we are no longer focusing on exploration. And art, any art has to be, and frankly, any intellectual pursuit, I think, has to be born out of people taking the time to delve deeply into a subject, to really explore it, to become a part of it. And that's the only way that we can push things forward, that we can have progress. If we don't allow people space and time to do this, we will not have progress. We will not have great art or great artists. And so I think it's a very unpopular opinion right now, and it's something that I don't hear people speaking about, but I think it's really essential that our university training does not lose sight of a liberal arts education and what that means, does not lose sight of learning for its own sake, does not lose sight of exploration for its own sake, because you can come out of school and learn, and you will have to, by necessity, learn how to manage your taxes and how to promote your work. And that's not to say that we shouldn't talk about those realities. Of course, mentors should talk about those things with their students. But once you get into the practicalities of the real world, it becomes much more difficult for people to just focus on exploration and on developing a craft in a really deep way. And it becomes almost impossible to learn how to do that if you haven't already been doing that within a university setting. So I just want to put that out there as something to think about.